Hello, beautiful souls. It's an honor to be here with you today at the incredible Heal Beautiful tour stop in Birmingham. Thank you, my big thanks to Nita Love and the Nita Love Experience for giving me this opportunity to be right here in this moment with you. Listen, I do not take this lightly. I don't count it lightly. The work that I do is spiritual, deeply connected to God. So every time that I get a chance to speak to a beautiful crowd, especially women, I count it as a huge honor to deposit what I believe God is saying to whatever hungry or thirsty soul might be out there in the audience. Listen, before we go deeper, can we just take a moment, okay? Can we just stop and take a quick moment to celebrate you? Yes, you for showing up for yourself today, for being in that room. Yes. Can we just give it up for you? Come on, clap, stand up, whatever you got to do, celebrate yourself. Whether you came with a friend or you're here on a solo journey, you're exactly where you need to be. Whether it was a easy journey to get here or a hard road, listen, I believe this one thing. I believe it with all my heart that you're exactly where you need to be today. And you are loved, you are seen, and ladies, you are valued. Do you believe that? I believe it too. Listen, I'm going to give a disclaimer before I jump into my work today. All right, here's my disclaimer. Number one, I'm not in the room with you. So I can't hug on you. I can't come close to you if you need emotional support. So please make a commitment right now to look after one another as we prepare to go through this journey for these next few minutes. And then number two, it is very important that you don't use this session as a break or an intermission. If you can, listen closely. If you can, please give this session, this moment, your undivided attention because what we're about to do is what I call heart work. And in my experience as a spiritual life coach, whenever heart work is being done, it's like a surgery. Proper attention to detail, proper care must be appropriated at all times. Okay? So we have to ensure that there's not too much movement in the room during this time. We have to ensure that there's not too much being said that's not in connection with this session. This is a highly spiritual moment. I want you to sense that right now. And I believe that God, our spiritual surgeon for today, is in the room right where you are. And as he's in the room with you, I believe he's right here in the room with me. And there is no distance in the spirit. So can you commit to those two disclaimers? Let me get your buy-in. Can you commit to that? Just say yes. Say yes. Matter of fact, just say I'm all in. All right. So let's get started. For those of you who may not know me, may have never heard of me, my name is Kenyon R. Dudley, and I am a speaker. I'm an author. I am a serial entrepreneur. But at the core of me, I am a spiritual life coach and teacher. I'm the founder and CEO of the Heal Thy brand. Heal Thy is a play on the word healthy. When you put heal and thy together, you get the word healthy. I believe that God gave you. the power to heal yourself. Do you believe that? I believe that your wholeness is hidden within your own abilities. With that in mind, I'm someone who deeply believes in the power of healing and transformation. My new book, The Give It Back Theory, is all about releasing what was never meant for us to carry, giving back the hurt, giving back the pain, giving back the trauma, the frustration that others may have placed on us. Today, I want to share a few insights from my book, and more importantly, I want to share a bit of my heart. I want to open up to you and share with you what it really looks like to give back burdens, false burdens, weights that come from life that were thrust and thrown on you, and it was never supposed to be there. Ladies, I know this room is filled with stories. Stories of resilience, stories of pain, stories of triumph. And no matter where you find yourself today, I want you to know this. You don't have to carry the weight of what's been placed on you. Whatever it is, whatever that might be, or should I say, whoever it is. Too often, life hands us burdens, burdens that were never meant for us, words spoken over us, actions that were taken against us, responsibilities that were not our own, things that were given to us that was not the things that we were supposed to carry. Things like trying to take care of that grown child that still wants to expect you to carry them. Or things like trying to make that man happy in the bed. Things like trying to please the friend who's overly needy when you need help and attention yourself. When we internalize these false burdens and projections, thinking that it is ours to manage, ours to fix, ours to heal, what we do is we open ourselves up to frustration. We open ourselves up to stagnation and burnout and illness of all kinds, from the spirit to the physical. But here is where, my beloved, the give it back theory comes into play. The give it back theory is a mindset shift. Say that out loud. A mindset shift. Yeah, it's a mindset shift and a spiritual release. This is what I want you to say really quickly. Say it out loud as you can. I'm about to give it all back. Yeah. See, this is a practical and powerful way to just say, I'm done holding on to whatever doesn't belong to me. I'm ready to lay aside every weight, every burden, every trauma, every projection from the bedroom to the relationship. I'm ready to lay it aside. Those weights that so easily distract me from being all that I'm supposed to be on this earth. The give it back theory is about giving back to the source whatever has been weighing you down. Some of you can't soar in your profession right now. Some of you can't soar in your relationships right now, or even in the bedroom for that matter. Why? Because you're holding on to something. You're holding on to too much weight. Somebody say this out loud. It's too much. Yeah. Maybe it's the shame of someone else's choices. Maybe it is the fear that was projected onto you when mama told you, "Oh, watch out for this," or "Don't go there," or "You can't be this," or "You can't do this." Why? Because nobody in our family has ever done it. Maybe it's the guilt of not being enough for people who were really never enough for you. But somehow they made you feel like you were the one lacking what was needed to make the thing work. Listen, regardless of what it is today, it is time to let it go and give it back to the place, the person, or thing that it came from. Are you with me? Just say it out loud again. I'm about to give it all back. I have seen it in my own life, and I've also seen it in the lives of women that I love. How carrying other people's burdens can weigh down your spirit. I remember being a young boy watching my own mother struggle with the guilt, the shame, and the pain of having to mother three children alone. The oldest of her children would be the child of a drug dealer turned drug addict. The second one out of her children would be the product of rape by that same drug addict. And me, the youngest, I would be the product of a married man who had lied to my mother, saying that he was a single man and that he loved her. Now, I've watched my mother struggle. I've watched my sisters struggle through pain. I've even watched my own wife, all strong and very beautiful women, but I've had to watch them wrestle with the heaviness of things they did not create. And through it all, I realized something. I realized that healing sometimes means that you'll have to give back what was never yours in the first place. Somebody say this again. I'm giving it back. Yeah, yeah. The rape was not your fault. The molestation wasn't your idea. That burden to take care of the house at a young age, or that time that he cheated, that day that they released you from the relationship without so much as a text message explaining why, that and all the other times where you believed and felt that you were rejected or done wrong, it wasn't your burden to carry. I can't sit here and tell you why all of these things may have happened to you, but I can tell you that you have the power. You have the power to give it all back. What am I giving back, Kenyon? You're giving back the guilt. You're giving back the pain. Today, you're giving back the hurt and the trauma of it all. But here's what you're keeping. You're keeping the power that was forged in your soul and your spirit because of having to endure such hardship and heaviness. And you're going to take that same power, beloved, and you're going to walk in full purpose, helping someone else who has to walk through the same fire that you had to walk through. But listen, you cannot help anyone else heal, and you cannot live a whole life if you haven't first healed yourself. So today, I'm inviting you to do something bold, something big, something that may be out of your norm right now as you sit in that room. Let's take a healing activity from my new book, and let's begin in this moment to heal ourselves. This is what I want you to do. Right now, while you are in the room, wherever you are, I want you to stop, close your eyes right now. Wherever you are in the room, close your eyes. Now take in a deep breath. Now release it. And I want you, with your eyes still closed, I want you to envision whatever you've been carrying, whatever has been waiting. Picture it in your hands right now. And now, I want you to imagine yourself handing it back to the person that threw it on you. Release it. Come on. Release it right now. Let it go. 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 You can cry it out in this moment. Scream in this moment. You have the permission to move around in your seat, whatever you need to do. Whatever must be done in this moment, you have the permission to release it right now. You don't need to justify it. You don't need to make it make sense to anyone else. Your freedom is worth more than their understanding, even those that are in the room right now. I wish I was in the room with you today. This is the moment. This is the moment that I'd hug you. This is the moment that I would say to your face that you are free now. But since I'm not there in person, you're going to have to hug yourself or let someone close to you in that room begin to hug you right now. And as you are hugging, I want you to remember that you're created to heal beautifully. Not just to survive, but to thrive. To live a life that feels light and full of joy. To feel free in your own body, in your own bedroom, in your own home, in your own relationships. To walk in truth. The truth is, as you give it back, you make room. You're making room for yourself. You're making room for love. You're making room for peace. You're making room for freedom in every aspect. My prayer is that you would embark upon this journey of giving it back as many times as it's necessary for you to do so. Healing is never a destination. It's going to always be a journey. And it's your spiritual responsibility to heal thyself every time the wound tries to fester, or every time someone tries to throw something else at you that's going to serve as a hindrance to your greater part of living. Today, I wish above all things that you would prosper and be healed and whole and in good health. Thank you so much for allowing me to share this space with you today. I believe in you. I believe in your healing. And most of all, I believe in your freedom. Remember this, you are powerful. You are worthy. And you, my sister, are beautifully healing. Thank you so much, Birmingham. I love you with the love of Jesus Christ. Hey, listen, if you want to work with me and to continue your journey of healing so that you can walk in the fullness of purpose, please go to my website at bit.ly/heal thy brand. And let's schedule a time to talk. I'd be glad and overjoyed to walk you through your next level of healing and thriving. If you'd like to learn more ways that you can heal yourself by giving back the trauma placed on you, hey, look, I encourage you today, grab my new book. And I'm not just saying that because I want you to purchase it. I'm saying that because I believe that what's in there is going to really help you heal. It's called The Give It Back Theory. You can get a signed copy of that book directly from me if you go to my website and order. Again, the website is bit.ly/heal thy brand. Or you can order your own copy from Amazon. And if you are truly serious about your healing, go to my website today. Go to my website today. And for those of you who may be organizers or creators of different events, it doesn't matter what part of the world you are in. If you would like to see my ministry of service and you think that it is needed for your next event, please go to my website today and book a call with me. I'd like to discuss how I can come to your event, whether virtual or in person. In person, we could do more work together. But please give me a call. Let's discuss how I can bring the value of healing to your audience. And for those of you who want to leave me a review for this session, please send your review to my email address, Kenyon R. Dudley Official. That's Kenyon, Kenyon, R. Dudley, Dudley, the word official at gmail.com. Again, for all things connecting with me, go to bit.ly/heal thy brand. Birmingham, it's been a pleasure. It is my prayer that you will continue to heal beautifully.